welcome to We Are Podcast, episode 18. My name is Matt.
My name's Phil. Thanks for listening to the episode tonight. We hope you enjoy.
And as always, this is the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. You can find us on YouTube and SoundCloud as We, just letter R, Podcast. And you can also send us an email at that same thing, but at gmail.com. Thank you, anyone and everyone, for listening. And go funk yourself. But Phil, when we first started this podcast, it was meant for my love of comics, and we started talking about the Suicide Squad,
Yes.
and as like always, it's what we want to talk about. So of course, wrestling, RoboCop, giant monsters, mouses, and all kinds of other crazy things have been added to the show since then.
A lot.
But the show, I don't know about any of our listeners, but it's kind of rekindled my love of wrestling. Has got me. I'm not watching Raw every week. I missed last week. I didn't miss all of it. You said Dudley Boys were on. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot.
Yes.
The Dudley Boys are back. Woo. I hope Spike's not dead. Where's he at? And
Waiting.
I wanted to start off with Terry Funk because he's one of my favorites too. But man, it's been a rough couple, like 4 or 5 months for wrestling. Roddy Piper dies. I missed this one. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, passed away on us too. Hulk Hogan's just racist.
Yep.
Don't like black people. And as of actually yesterday, as we're recording this last Tuesday, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, another one of my favorites. But hey, what's the '80s without the Superfly?
Yep. Classic.
You know, the Superfly Splash. You know, Matt Hardy. I don't know. Jeff Hardy probably liked him back in the day. I imagine him and the Ultimate Warrior seem like his two favorite wrestlers. But unfortunately, all of our heroes must suck apparently.
Yes.
They're not like Batman.
And fail.
Yeah. Jimmy. I'm not gonna call him. Snuka. I'm not gonna call him Superfly no more. But Jimmy Snuka was charged with the murder and manslaughter of his girlfriend in 1983.
Nancy Argentino.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, I wasn't alive in '83, so I didn't even know about this until not today, but yesterday, obviously. Oh, you wake up and fucking Facebook just is like pit slap.
It's not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened exactly, obviously, but from police documents is that she fell down and hit her head on something, and Jimmy Snuka has been asked about this by more in-depth interviewers than I. Well, I never interviewed anyone, but looked more into Jimmy Snuka's history than I ever had. Yeah, they've asked him about this over the times, and he's changed his story a couple times to where he pushed her, she fell down, or she slipped and fell down, you know.
Typical.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for him. And apparently he had a bit of a... I don't know if this is true or not. I just read these are just shit I've heard on the internet, but apparently Snuka had kind of a reputation for being a woman beater, even in the height of his fame. And like I said, I don't know if this is true. This is all speculation, but apparently even like Iron Sheik and Roddy Piper have called him out on it, and almost got into like backstage fights with him and shit. Kind of brings a whole new light to that time when Roddy Piper smashed a coconut up against Jimmy Snuka's head, right?
Yep. He got a coconut dick.
Oh, but yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but he kind of had a bit of a reputation for that.
That's bad.
Yeah, which is kind of oh man, like I said, he was never like... He was actually one of Mick Foley's favorite wrestlers too. That's what got him inspired wrestling. I rented it on DVD back in the day. I can't remember what it was, but they made a documentary about Mick Foley getting into wrestling, and it was a cage match where Jimmy Snuka stands on top of the cage, and like he did the flying splash, which is
Ooh.
he did the little symbol for love, which is kind of ironic considering he's a wife beater. You put your arms above your head, do the symbols of love, and just land on someone, more or less.
I saw it.
Not the most technical move ever, but when you're doing it from like 25, 30 feet up, it's pretty impressive. And I guess in the corner, if you look up, Mick Foley saw that. He stood on his chair and did the same thing. And that's kind of what inspired him to become a wrestler. Luckily, I know Mick Foley's not an asshole. Mick Foley is pretty well known for being a pretty nice guy. Him, Roddy Piper. See, like the good ones, Mick Foley ain't dead. Oh, God, I hope we didn't. Oh, God. I hope we didn't start nothing. But Roddy Piper and Mick Foley are pretty well known for being genuinely nice people. But that's the other thing, too. Like, when we first got into wrestling, the internet was just starting to pop.
Yep.
And now the internet's like, fuck, everyone, pretty much everyone gets on the internet every day. And wrestlers that, like, fucking I ain't working for the company no more, like the Iron Sheik and the Honky Tonk Man were like, fuck it, I'm not working for Vince McMahon no more, I'll spill my guts. Raven.
Yep.
With the last time I watched, it was Sting versus, what's his name, that potatoed John Cena's nose? The current champion?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, yeah. Him and Sting supposed to be the next big thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't really care either.
Yeah, well, they might let Sting win the championship for like one more day, I'm guessing, maybe.
Well, that's the other thing, too. The reason why it took so long for Sting to get to the company is because he didn't like the way they worked. He doesn't like McMahon, apparently.
Actually, I just figured it out. Sheamus is gonna cash in his Money in the Bank tournament. His Money in the Bank there.
Oh, he's going to do like Seth Rollins did. The champion wins, and then you cash in and beat up the guy that's already been beat up, right?
Yep, he's gonna cash it in right there and then become the new champ, I bet.
Well, he's not the first one to do that. Who did that first?
Wow. It's done been happening.
Yeah, Randy Orton is the one I remember doing it the most. Yeah. I like Randy Orton. He's not getting hyped no more, Phil.
I know.
Yeah, he's kind of not his fault. I still think he's a talented wrestler, but for whatever reason, they're putting him on the D-list card.
Yep. Trying to build him back up for a story.
Well, apparently, ever since the NWO and shit, you can't have a storyline without forming some kind of faction,
That's true. It's always fun to have a faction.
Yeah, like I said, Aces and Eights, Nexus, the Wyatt family. They're even bringing the Wyatt family back.
APA.
APA.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. The Blue Man Group. Or not Blue Man Group, but Blue World Order. Bring back Blue World Order. I'm sure Stevie Richards still needs a job. Blue Meanie ain't doing nothing. And what was the other one? Chris Universe or something like that? I can't remember. I know the third guy can't do. He needs the money. I can't remember his name, right? Yeah, but make sentence proper. Anyways, I was doing some more looking up because I was kind of worried, like, goddamn, because Dusty Rhodes died, and I didn't even know about that. That kind of slipped through my radar. So just out of curiosity, I had to look it up. I was like, is Terry Funk still alive? Yeah. Whew. 71 years young, Phil. Kicking ass and taking names.
Living the good life.
Man. Yeah, considering, oh man, how many matches have we seen of him where he's just like literally a red chunk? Him and Mick Foley are just red chunks in that fucking
Stranglemania.
Yeah, that Stranglemania DVD, but this Japanese World, I can't remember what it was called. It was like the hardcore tournament or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, because we saw the
Deathmatch tournament.
Yeah, Deathmatch tournament. Because we saw the ICP did the Stranglemania. Diamond Dalvin Douglas. And you're
3D.
No, I'm Diamond Dalvin Douglas. But whatever, we messed that joke up. But we eventually, once the internet hit, we were able to find that whole thing on YouTube, remember? But without ICP talking over it.
Heck yeah. It was interesting to see it without them talking too.
Yeah. Well, they were making jokes the whole time, which, I don't know, that might be some kind of funny to do.
Watch them both at the same time.
No, I'm talking about watching wrestling by making jokes. Because we've done that before. Remember that one time we got drunk, we were flipping through the channels, we found like fucking basement wrestling at
Yeah.
5 a.m. and I was like, and they had a guy come on, I was like, and from the liquor store down the street, Jerry the cash register.
That was fun.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, we were pretty, like I said, we were pretty drunk, but I can't remember everything we said. But I just remember saying, like, they literally just found this guy down the street. Because they were all dudes, and remember, like, people wearing bike pads and shit to the. Everyone was wearing bike pads and bike pads and cargo shorts. Because that's real wrestling material.
It was convincing.
Yeah, they put on a decent enough show for 5 a.m. drunk that you can't remember nothing from.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've seen better. We've went to Raw 3 times. We saw a couple of the scrub shows, like, 2 or 3 of those. A couple of the scrub shows from the Breslin Center.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's it as far as WE went, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm talking, we saw the WrestleMania that was in Detroit. What was that, 125 or whatever?
WrestleMania 23.
23. Yeah, we saw that. Just trying to remember that. Like I said, we gotta wait till this guy pulls out, because I know the second I start talking. So this is why Corey bought a studio.
Oh, yeah. Soundproof walls.
No, yeah.
You want to start stapling styrofoam?
I know, start getting egg cartons and shit.
So Hustle and Flow did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen better wrestling in high school gymnasiums than at WWE shows sometimes.
That's true. I have.
You know, like I said, I want to see someone who's fighting for a paycheck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like remember we saw Sabu versus no-name scrub guy down at the high school a couple blocks away from my house. That was like a $5 show too, you know. But at the same time too, they did have that one match where the guy threw the guy into the corner, and he went to do like a big kick. Mm-hmm. You could tell he missed about like 3 feet.
Yeah.
But Phil, that's when you're Dolomite powerful. The shockwave from that boot kick still hit him in the face. If he would have actually hit him with the boot, his head, or his coconut.
Splat.
And I didn't bother to watch it. I'm not even going to. But Hulk Hogan's trying to make the morning news circuits, saying he was sorry about the comments he made in that video. And he didn't know he was being recorded and blah, blah, blah. I watched one on the YouTubes and I don't know. But I know the guy lost a lot of money from his divorce to his wife. But at this point, you think you just find a rock and just go hide.
Yeah.
Like Bill Cosby, you know. Oh, Phil, I just want to show sad again. There are no here. Like I said, everyone you look up to, like, man, I heard Bill Nye the Science Guy doesn't like kids either. Oh, Phil, imagine what fucking Mr. Rogers did.
They all left up.
He was in NAM. But I'd say the only person we got to look up now to is John Cena. And imagine what kind of cray shit that fucker's into.
Cash cow.
He's in the cat. Maybe that's his drug of choice. Money.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
He is the cash cow.
Yeah, if we're lucky. But like I said, I don't know the guy personally, but he does do a lot of the Make-A-Wish Foundation shit where he hangs out. And I'm sure like Hulk Hogan's probably done it too, but he's probably just showed up, oh, hey, here's some pictures and a couple t-shirts. Bye. But John Cena actually does hang out with them all day and shit. And I'm sure they get the same thing, a whole bunch of action figures and crap.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. I don't like John Cena as a wrestler, but, I don't know, he seems like a nice enough guy. Don't ask him about steroids, though, Phil, because CNN, I saw this, too, when I was looking up wrestling shit. CNN did an interview with him, and they asked him, are you on steroids? So why would you even ask me that? What are you talking about? This interview's done. He was about to beat someone's ass.
Wow.
Roid rage.
Work it off. Don't teach anybody a sleeper hold.
Oh, Phil made me sad again. Oh, and Owen Hart, but that was an accident. Supposedly, he was mad at Bret Hart at the time, right? So, oh, we don't need to keep talking about this shit.
Oh yeah.
Let's just end the wrestling talk on that, because we're starting to get a little too morbid. All right, Phil. To switch subjects and hopefully on more of a lighter tone. But to switch to a lighter tone is, like I said, this is one reason I kind of boost. I left that preacher talking there at the end, but like I said, I don't like to talk about stuff till we have like at least a good trailer or fucking, something really solid to look at, because I don't want to sound like an idiot, more or less. But Michael Shannon, the guy that was General Zod in the Batman Man of Steel movie, the guy that complained about gets his neck broke all the time, was pretty much just fucking with people. This is why I didn't talk about this. This story's it's new, but it's old. Not even a couple weeks ago, like a week or so ago, he released a story saying that he was going to be in the new Batman v Superman movie, and he's got rubber flippers, and he was stuck he was stuck in a porta potty because he had to take a piss and couldn't get out because he had rubber hands, And just even me saying that, it sounds fucking fake and stupid, right? It
does.
And, well, even though I thought that, many people on the internet thought, like, oh, he's the new Doomsday, he's going to be Bizarro, which I kind of think maybe Bizarro might be in the movie, I don't know. I'm still throwing that out there. I might be wrong, too. Like I said, I might be wrong. That's why I say I don't like saying stuff like that unless I know I have something to base it on, but people picked up the ball and ran with it, more or less.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah. Fuck it, we'll do it live! Yeah, and the internet kind of went cray-cray there for a couple days about all these weird things that, what General Zod might be in the new, like I said, he might be the new Doomsday, or, Lex Luthor might take his clone Zod and make him into Bizarro or something, I don't know. But like I said, he has rubber hands and shit, and, I didn't hear this, but hey, Parasite maybe, right? Because he absorbed Kryptonian powers or something. I don't know. Like I said, that's why I didn't talk about this, because Michael Shannon came out and said, I was fucking with people, I was lying. I knew I would say some stupid shit and people would pick up the ball and run with it. And guess what happened, Phil? People picked up the ball and ran with it. But I came out looking like the smart one on this one. I called it, Phil. I knew that was some fake bullshit. That's why I didn't even bother talking about it.
Like, it worked.
Yeah. But I should have talked about it and said it was fake. Now that it came out after the fact and said that I called it, people are like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you mean you fucked up? Oh, God. Oh.
Genuinely awful.
Yeah. But like I said, this is, like, the running will, we've only been doing the pod, like I said, this is episode 18.
18.
Even years before this, like, we were making the joke that, remember, Phil, the Deadpool movie's been getting teased for like 7 years. 8 years.
Yep.
And I remember every once in a while you would show me, like, oh, look at this news article, Matt, they're making the Deadpool movie, and I'm like, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see a trailer.
I believe it when it interrupts my show.
Yeah, back when TV was still important. And like I said, we didn't mention that Deadpool movie till that trailer came out, though, did I?
It's true.
I stick to my guns. I thought the Fantastic Four movie looked like bullshit. I didn't want to spend my money on it, so I didn't. And I called it was bullshit.
Flop.
Yeah. See, if they didn't get me, Marvel Studios, you need to hire me, man. Or, Fox is the ones in charge. Like I said, Mole Man. Patton Oswalt as the Mole Man. Phil, hashtag Patton Oswalt as the Mole Man.
Right.
I don't know. He's already working for Disney as voiceover characters.
Don't make me hurl.
I'd watch that. He's already on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, I forgot. He's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't finish watching that. I watched like one. He's only in it for like a couple of seconds. He says like something funny, then he walks off the camera. That's when I quit watching. But yeah, people are gonna. I forgot about that. People are gonna say, "Well, oh, what? Mole Man's that Agent of Shield?" Well, maybe Mole Man was that Agent of Shield. People made fun of him for being such a fat little Agent of Shield guy. He looked up some classified Shield files, found out about monsters in the center of the Earth, and took them over. Right, Phil? See, just made it work. What's up, Mr. Mouse?
That'd be amazing if he could do that.
See, Phil, I found a plot hole, and I wrote myself out of it in less than 5 minutes. You're hiring the wrong people, Fox. Well, technically, that ties into the Marvel shit. I don't know. I just wrote myself into another corner. That's different universes, dumbass. Oh, Phil, that depresses me, too. I want to see Doctor Doom versus the Avengers. Or like, even the Mole Man versus the Avengers. Like I said, Giant Kaiju. I want to see Fing Fang Foom. I want to see a giant monster fight the Avengers before I die. Like DC has Chemo, which is literally a giant sack of toxic waste.
Awesome.
I can't think of a Marvel equivalent of that, but I'm sure there is. Oh, the Godzilla villain. What's his name again? The Smog Monster. I always remember him as the Smog Monster.
Oh, Hedorah?
Yeah, Hedorah. Right?
Yeah.
Chemo versus Hedorah. Toxic waste versus toxic waste.
Feeds off Japanese pollution.
Oh, yeah. They didn't sing to summon Hedorah, but there was a beginning song at the beginning of that movie that lasted like 20 minutes. Phil.
I remember.
Yeah.
Wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, wish I didn't.
Well, see, Phil, like I said, that's the problem with those Godzilla movies. They had 20 names, so we watched. Like I said, I remember that Smog Monster, but it was also released as versus Hedorah. So I know we watched the same movie twice, thinking it was a different movie. Like they were like halfway through, like, no, wait a minute. Oh man.
Rip.
Yeah, like my favorite Bruce Lee movie is Fist of Fury. That's how I remember it. But it was actually released as The Big Boss. And then when I got an apartment, I got cable, and I had some Cinemax free for a month or two. I started seeing, oh sweet, Fist of Fury. This isn't Fist of Fury. This isn't. Oh, it was the big. Phil, the Italians are the worst on that. Like, fucking, they have 20 names for every movie.
I know. That's true. I've seen them before.
Yeah. There's whole channels that are like the Cinema Snob. We haven't watched him in a while, but he's kind of dedicated to that, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm about to say, I want to make fun of The Walking Dead for a minute.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was going to say. We're running out of material, and we still got to go for, oh shit, for only 30. So I was about to say, I want to make fun of The Walking Dead for a minute.
Yep. You mean the show?
Either or. I guess while we're at it, we'll talk about Fear the Walking Dead episode 2. Boring. Didn't care. Fail. Done.
Painful to watch. Really boring.
Bad acting.
Bad editing.
Oh, God.
Very bad editing.
Bad storytelling in general. The one thing I do... Okay, now that you said that I said bad storytelling, one thing I do want to talk about is... I can't remember his name, but the fat kid from the first episode that was all kind of apocalypse, like, oh, it's gonna, like, he didn't know what was going down, but he knew, like, oh, he was outside holding the end is nigh sign, right? And he was right. The kid that had the knife in the first episode.
I remember.
Yeah, Matt, you made 3 jokes, kid. I get it, you're trying to be funny. But that kid, I can't remember her name, but whatever, what's his name?
What?
Junkie Depp. What's his name?
Junkie Depp.
Yeah, it's going through withdrawals, and mom knows there's confiscated drugs in the school locker. I guess because I don't. Why would I didn't understand it here. I don't know how it works, but you think if you confiscated drugs from a kid, you would turn it directly over to police, not store it.
That's true.
But whatever, storytelling devices. But she shows up there. There's no one there, but Fatty. I'm gonna call him that. Like I said, I can't remember. To be honest with you, even though I'm calling him Fatty, he's the kind of character. he's the character I want to follow the most in the show, right? Because he's not prepared for it, but he seems like he knows kind of what to do.
Yep.
He's trying to do something. He's just not sitting on his hands like everyone else. But Fatty's there to rob the fucking cafeteria and get food. And teacher, what's her name? And Fatty. Fatty gets teacher the medicine. Fatty gets the food, puts it on a cart, and they're wheeling it out to the car, I guess. And principal, what's his name? I guess it doesn't matter because he's been bitten and he's a zombie. Attacks teacher no name, and God, it's like I said, this is the only action scene of the whole show, and I'm having a problem remembering it. But yeah, teacher tries to stop principal. What's his name? Principal, what's his name, is obviously bitten. You know, he's got blood dripping down his shoulder. He's all white. He's not saying nothing. He's going
Right toward her.
Yeah, he's trying to bite her. Like I said, this is why I want to watch Fatty, because Fatty, like, he saw that shit was going down. What did he do? He pulled out his knife. He stabbed him in the shoulder. Granted, it didn't do shit. He stabbed him a couple more times, like, oh, this ain't working. So he tried to stab him in the head. Granted, I think it was a steak knife. Not like he was carrying a machete or whatever. But he tried stabbing him in the head, but the knife broke. Which is one thing that kind of annoyed me in the original Walking Dead. Like, I guess, yeah, the apocalypse has gone down, so they're a little more rotted. But they're stabbing zombies in the heads with pocket knives like fucking lightsabers in that series.
That's true.
So at least in this one, he tried stabbing the guy in the head and the knife broke. So I guess he heard me. I guess Robert Kirkman's listening to me, Phil. But anyways, they wrestle down the stairs. Teacher, what's her name, picks up a fire extinguisher. Hits principal no name in the face a couple times, kind of realizes that he's not stopping, and eventually bashes his head in. And then they show them leaving. And you know what they also left? The fucking food!
Yep, the whole cart of food.
Yeah. Granted, that wasn't what teacher was there for. She was just there to get her junkie son drugged so he wouldn't, like, I don't know, stroke out on the fucking floor. Because withdrawal's a bitch. But still, what? I don't know. Fatty didn't kill no one. He just came there for the food. And at the same time, Phil, I don't like cream corn. But 6 months into the zombie apocalypse and there ain't nothing but cream corn, that shit's delicious.
Right, it is. You gotta eat.
Hell yeah. That was the best tasting thing I've ever had. That's fucking cheesecake, right?
Yep.
Phil, should we go to Google and Google cream corn cheesecake? Oh. Who's that fat racist chick? Like butter and everything. I don't know, Martha Stewart's cousin. That sounds like something she would make, right?
Oh, yeah.
But right, that kind of annoyed me. But one thing I would like to see, though, I don't know. I don't know. I might just keep watching it to just describe to you how bad it is. Maybe that can become like a new segment on the show or something. But I'm kind of hoping like they get to like season 2 or whatever, and they go back to whatever. I can't remember where they are. I think they're in LA or San Francisco or something. They're somewhere California. Somewhere California. Somewhere California. Get out of here, Sugar Ray.
You're not cool anymore.
Go back to Entertainment Tonight, you sellout bitch. But I'd like to see him go back to that town one day, and Fatty's like, they hire that actor like a big ass muscle coach or something. He's not like super buff, but he's like buffed up, and he's like Mad Max Raider style, like leather chaps and shit. He's got like. He's got like 2 zombies on, you know those sticks that they put around animal control puts around dogs' necks? But he puts them around zombies' necks like, what's up? He uses them like defensive weapons and shit, you know? You know, and plus one of my favorite things too is like, even though, okay, he killed the zombies or whatever, he's got a gun hidden behind his waistband, he got the gun on his hand, whatever. He clicks the bottom of his heel, knife boot.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Phil? A knife boot, one of the greatest weapons of all time.
It's classic.
Indiana Jones, son. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. But like I said, the Fear the Walking Dead, like I said, they're not going to do that because they're trying to make The Walking Dead for half the budget. You know? In The Walking Dead, they have the Talking Dead afterwards, and they do the zombie count afterwards. There's like at least a 10 to 20 zombie count. Not every episode, but most episodes have like at least 20 zombie kills or so. Fear the Walking Dead has had maybe 5? Not even that, maybe.
Not a lot.
Yeah. Like I said, trying to do the show for half the budget, huh?
Yep.
I'm on to UAMC. Robert was going to have someone kill me. And I guess while we're at it, I wanted to talk about this too. Maybe this game is what made me bring Fear the Walking Dead up, but it's there's a mobile game that you can download onto your fancy iPods and your fancy cell phones and whatever. I don't know, man. Can't get a Zelda game, but Phil, there's a fucking Walking Dead mobile game. I can get I can buy the same Mega Man games I've already bought like 3 or 4 times. Can't get a new one, but I can. Matt's old. Matt's old. But anyways, there's a new mobile game, Walking Dead: The Road to Survival. I downloaded this just so we can have something to talk about, some Walking Dead shit to talk about. And I do play mobile games too, filthy casual, call me whatever. I don't have the money for a new Xbox. Get off my back. So, like I said, I downloaded the emulator for Pokemon Leaf Green. I can still play old Zelda games, I guess. But I downloaded this, and pretty much what this is, it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We played. I'm also on that. I played that. It's pretty much Walking Dead like that. You get to choose your little team of 3 people, give them different weapons. You can send them out into the wasteland to find supplies and build their XP and shit. There seems to be like a story mode that you can work through. There's a versus mode. I guess you fight other players. I just started the game, so I didn't even want to fuck with that. That you can fight other players with. So like I said, I didn't even play it that long. I played it maybe 20, 30 minutes. Just to get past the tutorial. Modern gaming, Phil. Remember Mario? Just go that way and hit jump.
Yep. That's astounding right there. Yep. That's true.
Mario did in 2 seconds what fucking Walking Dead took 30. Whatever. But it also takes like your SimCity, Simpson, Tap Out, Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff, where you get to build your own little survivor town. And that's how you find other survivors and build your resources so you're not like starving to death in the apocalypse. And, just like that, Beelzebub's, it's Beelzebub.
Yep.
South Park's Beelzebub. Yeah, you can do all this, or you can just buy a lot of coin. And, Rush, yeah. Like, you find other characters and shit. I haven't got that far into it so far as the main cast. I've only gotten Glenn and a bunch of nobodies that don't exist. Like I said, I made the Beelzebub joke. That's what sucks about mobile games. This what do they call it? Micro-transaction bullshit.
Yep.
Where you gotta, like, the game's free, but if you want to get anywhere in it, you gotta spend like $30 fucking.
Yep. You gotta buy the cool stuff.
Yeah, Which is, I don't know, that's kind of, like I said, you can build your resources and get it, but you can also fucking wait 3 months to do that. Like, we play The Simpsons Tap Out, and I don't really get nothing cool because I'm always trying to catch up with the holiday shit, and I haven't played that, to be honest with you, I haven't even played in like 2 weeks just because it's just too much. I gotta work, I got a job.
It's true.
It's just too much to
stuff
do.
going on in it, and there's too many people to tap.
And that's why I liked it in the first place, is you could just tell them to go do something for like an hour, or go tell them to do something for 8 hours while you're at work, and then you can come back home, and then they're done doing their jobs just like you. But now there's fucking fucking weekly event, man. And like I was saying, I know you can wait long enough and build up your resources to get these items eventually if you're willing to wait long enough. But by the time you've got a new item, they've already released like 20 new premium items, you know? And I like the Walking Dead comic, which this seems to be based on. This seems to be for spoilers, I guess. You don't care, right, Phil? You know,
Not really.
Robert Crewman bank account just keeps slapping you into the face to the point where you don't even care. This is kind of making me not care no more either. But this seems to be based. Yeah, it seems to be based on the storyline where in the comics, and this was based in the. They did it on the TV show where the governor is doing the raid on the prison that Rick and the gang take over as a stronghold, and this seems to be based on the comic book version of that. Like I said, Phil, if I want to spend I looked it up too. If I want to spend I can't remember, I think it was like $10-15. I can buy Rick right now though. Yeah, like I said, as far as the main cast, I've only unlocked Glenn. But if I want to spend $15,
yep, you get the best one.
Yeah. And I'm a turn-based, Dragon Quest, man. Dragon Quest and Pokemon really did a number on me, man. I'm a fucking turn-based RPG fan. I love them. And, to be honest with you, aside from the building resource shit, I didn't really care for that because that's like busy work, something I gotta do. But I did like the turn-based combat they had in it. Where, like, if you're fighting, they have 2 different types of enemies in this one, at least as far as I've got it. Only like I said, I just barely got past the tutorial. It was like, okay, done. But there seems to be 2 types of enemies. You can, the zombies, which you can attack, and the zombies will slowly move in on you. Or you can fight like other people, I guess, like crazy people. Because Robert Kirkman thinks once the apocalypse goes down, everybody hates everybody, and everyone's going to rape and eat everybody.
Yeah.
It's people! The problem is people!
Survival of the fittest, man.
Yeah.
Exterminate.
Oh, yeah. Phil, should we start painting our faces like skulls and start huffing silver paint?
Nah, pass.
Yeah, no.
I know how to build vehicles, I don't.
Yeah, you got me on that one. So we should start putting on a crappy Halloween mask, and I got a lot of baseball bat. Well, 5 if you count 5 a lot, but I got 5 baseball bats, man. Why do you think I went out for Captain Baseball Bat Boy? But I don't know. To be honest with you, it was kind of a fun game. I don't like the city building shit because, like I said, that seems like busy work.
Yep.
But I don't know. If you're super into The Walking Dead, you might like it. If you're not into microtransaction bullshit games, you're probably going to hate it. And I don't know. Like I said, I only did the 20-minute playthrough, so just get through the. If you don't hit it by the tutorial, keep playing. If not, go on. I don't know. Okay. After talking to Alan Moore, we've had a couple of technical difficulties here in the We Are podcast studio. So we just watched the Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse Red Band trailer. Go look it up on the YouTubes. Not hard to find. And just really ready to give our thoughts about that, Phil. I want to hear yours about it.
I think I'll take a big mediocre pass on that one. Because that was kind of terrible. Remember the guy broke his arm into the into the thing to get all the knives, and it didn't cut them up or nothing. I was like, come on.
Oh, Phil, well, that's movie logic
I was like,
101. How many times has Bruce Willis ran through glass without that same thing happening? Well, Phil, it's obviously a fucking parody. It's a parody movie. I thought it was kind of funny. For those of you that aren't going to look up the trailer, the basic premise is it seems to be 4 Boy Scouts they're driving a car, so they must be past the age of 16, 17, I'm going to assume. Get thrown into the zombie apocalypse, and they use their Boy Scout skills. Well, one of them bumps into a hot, attractive woman, and then runs into her in a strip club where she's not the stripper, she's a cocktail waitress. Then, I don't know, the zombie apocalypse happened from what the trailer seemed like. But Phil, Ash, I don't know if Ash was a Boy Scout, but Ash did what he did. He took the Ash MacGyver. It works on that kind of plot point, where they take what they have, they build weapons, and they go out and fight. You don't think that sounds interesting? I think, I was never a Boy Scout. Neither one of us were Boy Scouts. To be honest with you, maybe Joe, Phil. I'm just joking with you. But I don't know. But I like those kind of characters that can just look around the room and be like, okay, take this, that, and now I got a weapon. Like Batman or Rorschach, like turned an aerosol can into a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, but that's coming out. I don't know. The Red Band trailer doesn't say here, but I imagine you could put that out for Halloween, right?
Heck yeah. Somewhere around there.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Why do you think it looked crappy?
Actually, it just looked kind of cheesy, boring, and overwritten to me, really.
Well, it's supposed to be like
Plus, the guy from Workaholics is in it, so.
Oh, well, they showed him only for a second, dude. I'm sure he dies.
Probably.
So I'll put $20 on it right now. He shows up for like less than 5 minutes and dies.
Oh, yeah.
But Phil, it's supposed to be like a zombie land, like a zombie parody movie, It's not supposed to be like Night of the Living Dead or something, It's not supposed to be like a serious horror movie. And it looked pretty gory, They had that one scene where, hey, I already told you to watch the trailer. Homeboy stabs the guy in the face with a broken bottle, and all the blood comes from his brain out of the end of the bottle and into his face, right? Yeah, like I said,
that was cool.
It's like Shaun of the Dead, but with more gore. Why am I trying to pitch you this movie so much, Phil? They're not paying me for it. Like, it's a theater release somewhere around us, which it probably won't. We'll see it.
Damn.
Phil, zombie titties, man. Big old blue veiny titties. A map of I-69 all the way up her neck. Yeah, but I guess I just kind of wanted to show you another zombie trailer while we were talking about Fear the Walking Dead and that Walking Dead. Like I said, there's a fucking zombie mobile game now. You think maybe why we hate Walking Dead, or, well, I don't want to say hate it, I just don't care really, to be honest with you. But they just burnt out on zombies in general. That might be a thing now.
Hell yeah.
Because we've had a good, when did Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Walking Dead come out? That's when the zombie craze hit back again. 98, or not 98, 2008 I think maybe? 2009? So we're just going on almost like 20 years of like every other thing being zombie, you know? When they bringing back the original zombie, Phil? The Mummy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh wait, they already did that with Universal's The Mummy, which we talked about that. Universal's trying to relaunch their I guess a Universal I can't even say that. Universal Universe? Say that 5 times fast, Phil. Universal Universe, Universal Universe, Universal Universe, Universal Universe, Universal Universe, Universal Universe. Whoa. Oh, Phil, I think I just found a new drug. Universal Universe, Universal Universe, Universal Universe. We just watched the trailer for the fucking transporter Refueled, which I don't know. It's not a reboot. It's like an unofficial sequel or something. Like they only made. Did they make the Transporter 3? I can't remember. Oh god, I'm gonna care. Jason Statham said, "I don't care anymore either. I got that Fast Five, that Fast and Furious money, man." But god damn, Phil. Physics can go eat a
bad.
Yeah. Physics can go eat a dick in these movies, right?
More like Passporter. Bad.
He was somehow able to take out a fire hydrant, not knock it off the ground, but take out just the right part where it would spit and shoot a car into a wall. Oh god.
I don't know if they have that much pressure in them.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know. I've never been hit by a fire hose. I don't hope to be, but I'm sure they do. But still, you can spin your car to the point where the bumper knocks it off.
Yeah.
Like he would. Like, why isn't he working for G.I. Joe or something?
True.
You know. The government. He's a professional. Because the Transporter series, for those of you who don't know, he's a driver. You know, you commit a crime. You get in the car and he drives you to a safe house or something like that, and he gets a cut. But for every movie, something fucks up. You know, we can't have a story unless somebody gets kidnapped or whatever. And this one, it looks like he drives a bunch of blonde chicks to somewhere. They stole something from someone. They kidnapped the Transporter's daddy, and now Transporter just got to get my daddy back. Like it's going like. I was about to say it looks like it's going to straight to DVD territory.
Probably.
But didn't we just mention last week how fucking many Jason Statham movies go straight to fucking Netflix?
A lot.
So, I don't know. I'll put this out here, Phil. I'm not going to watch it. But, if I get an email or a comment on this episode in the next 4 days as this post, I will spend my money and we will see Transporter Refueled. Don't put your hand across your throat like I'm killing myself. And we will go see this shitty fucking movie. Just for that one fan. Because that's how much we love you. Like, we didn't even talk about this, but it came out like a week or two ago. What was it? Agent 47, Hitman 47, something or another.
Yep.
Didn't watch it. Probably not going to, but I heard nothing but bad ratings about it. Phil Justifies one of my favorite movies, and I watched the one with him in it, and it's still fucking terrible. Favorite movies, favorite TV shows, I mean.
Oh, yeah. I actually like that one, though. I can't believe it beat the movie.
I guess the guy that went crazy that wrote the was directing the Fantastic Four movies, right? I don't want to make original movies no more. I don't want to make the Fantastic Four. No dick. I still can't get that image out of my mind, so that's going to haunt me till the day I die.
It's floptastic.
The Thing wishes his dick was floptastic. There's nothing there.
Police-tastic is more like it. Police-tastic.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even talk about this, but
it's not even a word.
Yeah. Well, they spelled it wrong too. It's like it's fan for ick on the posters, you know. So they, came. So you didn't say nothing worse than they did.
That's true.
Yeah. And plus, they're like, fuck it, we're gonna reboot it again. They just refuse to give them rights back to Marvel, don't
Franchise.
they? Well, like I say, have you seen any merchandise for the Fan Ick 4? Fan for Ick 4?
No.
Have you seen a giant thing doll with no crotch?
Nope.
Do you want to see a giant thing doll with no crotch?
Yeah.
Phil, Attack on Titan, but with things. Ooh. And I guess to kind of just end the show, or hopefully, I don't know, getting to hopefully end the show. We're moving right along. The Muppets are not here. Please don't sue me, Marvel. I have no money. But I guess just talk about some other thing. Like I said, it wouldn't be an episode of We Are Podcast, but we mentioned wrestling, some comics, and now, what is the other one? Giant monsters. So
yeah, giant monsters. Always
giant
down.
kaiju.
Always down with that.
Yeah. Through the mini back table bootleg dark realms of fandom, we found ourselves a copy of the live action Attack on Titan live action movie, which I said that twice. Duh. That was made by Toho. And it shows too towards the end.
Godzilla.
I like to see Godzilla versus Attack on Titan. Godzilla versus anything giant, I like to see. Godzilla versus Big O. Tell me you don't want to see that.
Please.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Big U's.
Godzilla's way bigger than all the Titans.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's what makes the Titans creepy. There's like super huge ones and small ones.
Tail whip all of them. Super tail whip all across the sea.
Yeah.
That's it.
And of course, like we always do a little movie summary before we get into the movie, but this story is a ton different than I haven't read the manga myself, and as far as I know, the only Attack on Titan source we're going off of is on the animated series, obviously, and we only watch it on Adult Swim, so we're I think that the new season hasn't came out anyway, so we're fucking far behind anyways. Should read that book first. But this stray's totally different from the fucking goddamn if I'm saying on too much. This strays far from the anime and probably from the manga too, I'm gonna assume. A big time. Like I can't remember their name. Like that's the other thing too, like they're his blonde-headed buddy, I couldn't even remember who he was until the fucking end of the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Subtitles don't work too well, but Michiko or whatever, Mikasa, yeah. The badass female of the series that's adopted brother, who's Aaron, who spoilers is the guy that turns into the giant Titan. In this version, they go to the, in the animated version, they go to the core together. In this version, damn, Phil, I can't say that. Mikasa gets, Aaron thinks he sees her get killed by a Titan. And he eventually joins the Cervix Corps, which is the badass corps, the ones that fight Titans directly.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and he finds out that Mikasa didn't die, survived, and joined the Cervix Corps. And that's, I don't know, it's weird.
Damn.
And I always call her Potato Girl. I can't remember what her name is in the show. But the girl that loves food and Potato Girl. And that's actually one of my favorite characters in I haven't read the book, obviously, but she was my favorite in the manga. Or in the anime, I mean. Speaking words wrong. I'm fucking up so much because I don't speak foreign language. I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm an American man that trying to remember Japanese names. And I don't read a lot of manga. And to be honest with you, when I get lazy with manga, Japanese characters start getting American names. Like I've read all of Death Note, but people start getting called Bob instead of their Japanese name in that series. When I was reading it, I'm sorry. But anyways, they join the Corps, they fight Titans, and the Titan effects is actually really, really fucking good, right? Like, they're fucking scary as hell. Just like in the anime and probably the manga too, they got these big wide smiles, big open eyes, and they're fucking terrifying. Yeah. And they look like they're setting up for a 2, obviously, so they make money.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Set it up.
But I don't know. The CGI with the grappling and stuff looks a little bad here and there. But I don't know. I think it was a pretty good. I don't know if you're Attack on Titan fan, you probably didn't need me to tell you this, and you probably already watched it yourself. But I thought it was pretty enjoyable overall. Like I said, as long as you're not like one of those people like, oh, it's like, oh, Phil, the comic book guy is talking about manga, be like, no, like the book. Yeah, it's totally not like that. Yeah, the book is better. I do enjoy the anime a little bit better, but at the same time, the anime is a lot slower.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. But I watch it. What's your thoughts?
Actually, I really liked it. I mean, they had one main Titan that was like made of fire that actually had to kick through the wall.
The Colossus. The Colossus Titan.
The Colossus.
Yeah, he's in it. Oh, the Armored Titan, that's Brock Lesnar. He's not in it. He's not in it, spoiler.
Yeah, that kind of stinks that he's not in it.
Yeah, like I said, they cut a lot out. They trimmed the shit out of that story.
Hell yeah, they did. But there was one main one that kicked open the wall so all the other Titans could come in. And they were all crazy looking when they came in, and it did remind me of the anime though. I mean, they were spot on with the Titans looking like they did right up in the anime. And they had certain Titans that were smart and
abnormals, as they call them.
They were all different, and they were smarter than the other Titans, and they knew how to kill people better and stuff like that. But they looked just like they did in the anime. They were spot on with all of that.
Yeah, I don't know what Toho's problem is, why they don't want to fucking make a lot more Godzilla movies, because, like I said, the Titan makeup was fucking, like, I want to say beautiful, but beautiful isn't the right word. Disturbing, creepy, in a good way, right. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Phil, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but we watched, just for fun, before we started recording, we watched Return of the Living Dead. Just for fun, I didn't want to talk about it. But that zombie in the basement looks a lot better than most of the CG monsters we have nowadays.
Heck yeah, he did.
And, I don't know, man. I'm old, I guess. I want to see dudes in giant rubber suits fight other dudes in giant rubber suits.
Back in the old days.
Maybe I should get back into Power Rangers. It's still going, isn't it? That guy from...
I can't even tell you what they're on.
Well, last I knew was Samurai. I think it's still going. I think Nickelodeon owns the rights to it now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap. Well, they also own the rights to Ninja Turtles. You think they might do another Ninja Turtles Power Ranger crossover?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, because the first one was so bad that people hated. Remember, Power Rangers Yule crossover with the fuck was that live action? Back in the Shell or something? I think it was bad. The one with the female Ninja Turtle. No. Phil, RoboCop Protocol 4 is taken in. Did not happen. Did not happen. Oh, I should have mentioned all these RoboCop jokes last episode, Phil. Now I got Program 4 installed in my head.
Herpy of the lip.
Herpy of the lip detected.
Tamina's gonna come here and beat us up, man. Right?
Oh, Jimmy Snuka, yeah.
Well, Jimmy Snuka's daughter, she's gonna come here and kick our ass.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that bitch is big as fuck, too. She probably could kick my ass.
Fuck yeah. And you're cool to see Squirrel Girl. But I don't know if they'd show her kill that guy or not. Like the god. Didn't she kill a god?
No, she knocked out Thanos, that's what you're thinking of.
Oh, I thought she killed him. Damn it.
No.
Fail. Fail.
Plus, Phil, you broke what I was going to say. I want to see a Great League Avengers movie where Squirrel Girl's... That's where that happens, where she joins the Great League Avengers.
Yeah.
That story was a crossover film. Squirrel Girl's got her own title right now. It's alright. I don't know. It's Adventure Time, but with Squirrel Girl. Because the guy that was writing the Adventure Time comic books is writing Squirrel Girl now.
Sweet. He moved up. Dang.
I don't know. That's the other thing too. We've talked about IDW too. We've talked about IDW before. Yeah, they do the Steven Universe. They did a Gumball, but that only lasted like 6 issues, I think. And Adventure Time, which Adventure Time had like a dozen spin-offs too. You know, there's a Marceline the Vampire Queen spin-off. There's a Peppermint Butler and Cinnamon Bun spin-off.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. You know, like I said, IDW, the ones that own the Godzilla comics. You got a spin-off? Do it! Do it! Do it! Money! Money! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha! I don't know where I was going with that. I was thinking, though, if you were, like, IDW also owns, like, I haven't read none of this yet, because I don't have the money. I can't buy everything, people. But, they did a Ultimate Universe crossover. It was like IDW owns the rights to most of the Cartoon Network catalog characters. So they did like this huge Aku from Samurai Jack, Mandark, you know, from Dexter's Lab. And Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls somehow split realities, start to work together, and you know, classics.
Wow.
You know, the classic story. You know, all the villains are working together, so now all the heroes have to work together. I haven't read it, but I don't know. But still, no Megas XLR.
That's true.
Someone would have been if like. Ku turns into a giant, well, he's already a giant black shadow monster. But how some of that is he was about to, like, push his hand down on a bunch of people, and then the Megas, you know, Coop and the Megas XLR showed up and uppercut him or something.
Pretty sweet.
Oh. Phil, you know what sucks about that, though, is I think I told you this off camera, or off mic, but even though I love Megas XLR so much and people love it, it didn't make money.
It's true.
Yeah. So cartoon, I guess if I don't know the legality of all this stuff, but apparently if cartoons don't make enough money, you can say this thing was a financial loss and you can get a tax return on it, but you can't re-show the show and you can't resell the show, which happened to Megas XLR and Batman Beyond, or Beware the Batman. This is before show shit, right, Phil?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Megas XLR didn't make enough money back in the day, so now I can never buy it on iTunes, I guess. Yeah, so you have to illegally download it or whatever. You have to find it in other ways. And I guess it's the same with Beware the Batman. We watched that on demand on my TV. That show looked fucking terrible, right?
It was bad.
Alfred's limp.
Yep. It looked like a pirate leg, basically. Peg leg limp.
The Lego movie had better animation than fucking Beware the Batman. And this is a movie about Lego characters that move and feel more realistic than the characters in Beware the Batman, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Phil. Oh.
Never got over it. I know.
Never got over it.
Look, he's got a pirate leg. It looks like the peg leg. Look.
And remember how, and this doesn't bother me, but in this version, Katana from The Outsiders is the same character, more or less. Becomes Robin before there was a Robin, but she still calls herself Katana. That doesn't really bother me that much. But she's an Asian character with long black hair. I don't have any problem with that. But I have a problem that every time she runs, her hair stays in one big chunk. And And then when she stops running, her hair stays in that same chunk and falls back to her back with no fucking.
Yep.
Oh, terror! It's one of those things. Like the stories were okay, but it was so horribly animated. And to be honest with you, Phil, this is one thing this is why I brought this up. Anarchy, not Joker, and that's another thing. All the characters look fucking terrible. Like,
I remember.
Like Nintendo 64 graphic levels bad, right? Like, well, maybe not that bad. They weren't that pixelated. Like, someone put PS2 graphics on a 64 engine. That's how bad they looked. But here's another thing. Here's what I just wanted to say that real quick because the show looked terrible. Fucking, it's bad. I can love a show so much, but the fucking animation is bad. It's bad. That's my main problem with the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon. It looks bad, but the stories seem decent enough. Like Casey Jones, Goongala, I don't know. His introduction was alright enough for me, but I didn't keep up with it. And plus, the Ninja Turtles is all about selling action figures at this point. Who are you even kidding? But, I don't know what the ratings on that show. They obviously weren't good, so, because they call it cash write-in or tax write-off on it. So you can never see that show on Megas XLR ever again because those shows made so little money.
Oh, yeah.
Because they made so little money that Cartoon Network was like, fuck it.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb it.
And like I said, that was my problem with I was going back into Anarchy. That's what I was talking about. Anarchy. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Anarchy. The show looked like shit. And Anarchy was clearly supposed to be the Joker, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I did not see... Okay, Anarchy's a fucking crappy villain. The backstory of Anarchy is just after a death in the family, the classic storyline where Joker beats Jason Todd Robin to death with a crowbar and blows him up. Joker gets blown up as well, because that's what Joker does. He's like Dr. Doom, even though he don't have Doom bodies. He gets killed all the time, but you never find the body. Like I said, comic book 101, Phil. If you never find the body, not dead. But like I said, Joker's body falls into the ocean. They can't find the body, and then DC editorial said, "Okay, let's Joker's not maybe they probably would have said like Joker's not dead, but we're not going to use the Joker for a while." But there are other writers that were like, "Well, I want to use the Joker." Well, Joker's all about Christopher Nolan's movie, chaos, anarchy. So they created a character named Anarchy.
Makes sense.
And yeah, like I said, he's low rent Joker. I'm not 100% on this, but they should do a story where Anarchy and Joker run into each other. Because Joker's all about chaos, madness, and destruction, and Anarchy's all about anarchy and destruction. And plus, Joker doesn't like team-ups.
Hell yeah.
I write a better Batman series than Kevin Smith. Yeah, I have Batman Cacophony in hardcover, the one with onomatopoeia, which is comic book talk for the sound effects. Blam blam.
Mm-hmm.
That's what onomatopoeias are. The written words of sound effects. That'd be a cool character to see in live action, but at the same time it'd be kind of lame because he's shooting his gun. The gun shoots, he goes bang, he goes blam, bang, blam, bang, 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 bang. So who we got to get in contact with? Universal Studios right here. I just pitched like fucking 4 Batman movies and 3 Superman movies, didn't I? And with that being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast. If you want to see us, see Transporter, Refueled, leave a question, comment, or email at we, just the letter R, podcast at gmail.com. You can also follow us on SoundCloud. Like, favorite, and subscribe to us on YouTube. My name is Matt.
And my name's Phil. Thanks for listening to the episode tonight. We hope you enjoyed.
Homicidal! Here's still better wrestling stories in the next couple years.
Oh, yeah.
Homicidal! Homicidal! Suicidal!